Hi guys, I have the NBA palettes from ColourPop to swatch for you today, and in my last two videos, which both had the same lighting, it was about 80% of you said that the lighting was worse and I should go back to what I was doing before, which I figured was going to be the consensus, the general consensus, and about 20% said that they liked this lighting better. So what I did today was kind of mess with my white balance a little bit on the camera, because I'm thinking it's more of a camera issue than a light issue, because the light is very bright right now. It's like super daylight white light, so I do apologize if there's a lot of wind noise in the background, because I live in Massachusetts and we're going through a nor'easter right now, but we haven't lost power or anything, which is good, so I'm just gonna try and get this filmed today. So I ordered the NBA palettes. I'm all out of breath because I was running around trying to get wipes and stuff from downstairs before I sat down to film this. I did grab the pumpkin face polish because I've gone through a couple of the strawberry ones, and I also like the watermelon one, so I wanted to try out the pumpkin one, and I actually haven't even smelled this yet. Does it smell like pumpkin? Because the strawberry one smells like strawberry. The snozzberries taste like snozzberries. It doesn't really have a scent. It doesn't really smell like much out of the bottle. I don't know, I'll have to use it, but that's the pumpkin face polish. It doesn't have any seeds or anything in it like the watermelon and strawberry one do. So we will see. But I do like their face scrubs or face polishes, so I'm sure I will like this one. Now, let's just get started with these because I haven't even opened them yet, as usual. I don't know, I'm not a big sports person at all. The only thing I know about sports is my husband loves football, so like by default I have to root for the Patriots, but this is the Miami Heat one. I am surprised none of the colors on the back here have the little asterisk on them, because this is like a red. Oh no, I guess there's not a lot of reds in here. I was thinking it was gonna be red, but this is what the outside looks like, and then these kind of just have that almost rubberized feeling to them. Inside has the same graphic, and then 9 eyeshadows. So I'm looking on the screen and it looks like this is a little bit better white balance and everything. So anyway, we're going to get into 305. This is a shimmery champagne color. I feel like this is in every palette lately, this color. And I grabbed wipes this time before I sat down to film, which is a huge plus, because now I don't have to pause to go get them. Oh, look! There's a total fingerprint on here, and that is not mine, because I just opened this. That's kind of gross. Like, that just says to me that they're putting these things together without gloves on, and I'm kind of not about that. Big 3, which also, I gotta take a closer look at these here, because it looks like, that one looks like there's something in it, and I have not touched these yet. You guys just saw me open it. So this one is like a light pale orange matte color. That one's a little bit chalky, kind of doesn't want to stick. There we go. Blend it out nicer. Magic City is a metallic gold. This is a very, like, the colors in this make me think of Thanksgiving. A lot of browns and gold tones. So that's the first row. Vice Wave. This is kind of like a burnt orange with gold micro sparkles in there. I should just call it gold shimmer because it's not really glitter or anything. I don't even know how well the camera is picking it up. The next one is Kaboom, and that is a copper, another metallic shade. I kind of just painted my nails super quick because they had nothing on them. I've broken a bunch of them, like my 2 pointer fingers both broke so crooked, and I haven't filed them or anything yet. But my nails get long and then they end up breaking because they're so damn flimsy no matter what I've tried. I cannot get them to be thicker. Bayside, this is a metallic bronze. So that is the middle row. All pretty similar colors there. Bottom row, we have Heat Culture. This one feels kind of dry. This is a really dark maroon. Swatches nicely though. South Beach. This is an almost black brown. Like it looks black, but it definitely has a brown hint to it. And it's got copper and gold sparkles in it. Or a copper and gold shimmer. That one is super pigmented too. Very pretty. And then the last one in this palette has a little basketball stamped on it. I think they all do, I'm not sure. This one's called The Decision. And it's another kind of dry feeling matte dark brown. More of like a chocolatey brown. But that is the last row. So that is the Miami Heat palette. Not too thrilled that there's a fingerprint on here. Actually, I'm going to wipe that off because it's skeeving me out here. I'll wipe that off and let it dry here. Oh. Miami Heat. Then we have the Boston Celtics, which this should technically be my I can't say hometown because I'm not from Boston. Everybody in Massachusetts, like everybody who doesn't live in Massachusetts, just automatically thinks you're from Boston when you say you're from Massachusetts. But I am not from Boston. I actually can't stand driving in that city because it's ridiculous. But Boston Celtics. So none of these have the little asterisk on them either. Let's see if this one has any fingerprints on the inside. Nope, this one looks okay. That one looks clean. Let's get rid of this. Let me know what you guys think of the lighting in this one. If I did good with the white balance or whatever, because it's kind of, this camera is so difficult to figure out. The first one is 17 rings. Ooh, that's really soft. That is one of those colors that looks white in the pan, but it's an iridescent shifty green. I do have some staining on here from the other colors, so hopefully that's not going to affect it too much. Then we have Lucky. This is an iridescent mint, like a very, very pale mint green. And then Back Bay. That's nice and soft. That is a matte cream. Very pale matte cream. So that's the first row. Then we have, I don't know if it's supposed to be Celtic Pride or Celtic Pride, but this is a matte, very light taupey gray, or grayish taupe. One of my favorite colors, personally. I always love taupes in the crease. Rivalry. That one feels like it's kind of hard pressed in there, but this is a metallic minty green, a darker mint, obviously, than that first one. Really pretty. This is going to be a good St. Patrick's Day color. Palette, I mean. Tradition. This is a matte, like true mint green. That's like the Andes mint, the color of the cream in the middle. So that's the middle row. Okay. And the last row we have Shamrock. This is an interesting color. This is like a, not really a grungy green, but a muted matte green base, like a bluish green base, and it has blue sparkles in it. That's really pretty, actually. That's not one of the colors that they do a million times in every palette that they release, so it's nice to see different colors from them. It's actually darker than what I thought it was going to be, like more greenish. It looks more grayish in the pan, to me anyway. And then that middle color on the bottom is called Dynasty. And this is a metallic, like sea green. And the last one in this row, which also has a basketball stamped on it, this is 1946, and this is a matte, deep tealish green. That's a really pretty color too. So that is the Celtics palette. Now we have the Dallas Mavericks. This one does not have any, I don't think any of these have any asterisk colors. Oh yes, the Chicago Bulls one does. But other than that, none of the other ones have a little asterisk on them. So let's see what this one looks like. Again, they all have stars on them and just the team's logos inside is the same. This is a very blue palette. I've said it before, I used to use blue eyeshadow all the time and I feel like I can't pull it off that much anymore. And this one looks like it got scraped, but I did not touch it yet. The hanger, a matte, very light gray. Nicely pigmented, but you can't see it very well on me. Something is like reflecting on my hand and I don't know what that is. I will get this lighting right sooner or later. AAC. Another one that looks white in the pan, but it's an iridescent blue. And then we have Run and Gun, which is another gray that's a couple shades darker than that first one. Very soft. It's also a matte. Hopefully you can see that. It's another one you can barely see on me. So that's the first row. We have Victory Park, which is this crazy aluminum foil. Look at that, that's crazy! Really pretty silver. That's an awesome like New Year's Eve color. Mavs. This is a very shimmery, I guess you could call it metallic blue. Like a seafoam, sea green, bluish green type color. Then we have Pegasus City. This one's cool. This has a matte, like cornflower blue, well, like a baby blue base, and it's got lots of silver and blue sparkle in there. Look at that, it's like glowing. That's a really pretty color. That's one that, again, you don't see in every palette that they release, so it's nice. Come on, focus. I'm trying to get it so that the light is picking it up nicely. The camera is picking up the sparkle nicely. And then the last row is all mattes. We have Royal, which is a grayish blue, like a deep grayish blue. And it, yes, I already said it's matte. That's a pretty nice color. If I do use blues lately, I've been leaning more towards like grayish blues because I just feel like they look better on me. 1980 is a matte dark gray. Not quite charcoal, but getting there. It's just a dark gray, not a charcoal. And then Dal. This is a matte navy blue with a little basketball stamped on it. I think the last color in all these palettes have the little basketball. That's not quite as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. Let's do another layer. It's one of those ones that wants to stick to my finger more than it wants to go on here, so we'll have to see how it performs on the eyes. But it is a pretty basic navy blue. Now is it going to stain is the question. Nope, not too bad. I have like 3 little lines from those that kind of stained, but nothing bad. So that is the Dallas Mavericks. 3 down and... oh wait, there was 5, right? 1, 2, 3... okay, there was only 5 pallets. I thought there was 6. Unless there was 6 and I didn't order one of them. But Golden State Warriors is the next one. This one is not my favorite color story-wise, but we'll see how they swatch here. I'm getting little flecks of eyeshadow everywhere. Alright, we have Splash. This is a matte, kind of beigey peach color. Then we have 415 or 415. This is a metallic white gold. That would make a really pretty highlighter. That's very flashy there. Then we've got We Believe. That is a matte, kind of a pale orange color. It's like the first color but a few shades darker. Like a squash color. Lombard. This is a metallic, kind of peachy shade. Golden peach. That's really pretty. Whoop. Going out of focus. Here comes the wind again. The City is this metallic yellow. Like a lemon yellow. That's really pretty too. Very bright too. And then we have Dubs, which again looks like it has something on it. I don't know what's with these palettes lately. This is a matte light brown. Almost like a caramel color. So that is the middle row. I think, to me, on my viewfinder anyway, the lighting looks better than last time, so I will leave it to you guys to let me know what you think. And then this last row is all blues. We have The Town, which is this metallic true blue. Very pretty color. We have GSW, which is another cool matte blue base with gold shimmer in it. That is definitely like a cornflower blue. The one in the other palette was more of a baby blue. Not incredibly pigmented, but that is a pretty color. I'm gonna have to figure out how to incorporate some more blue into my eye looks now. And then the last one here is Bay Bridge. This is a matte deep navy. And I don't know how well this is gonna swatch because it didn't want to pick up too well. Yeah, that's kind of a dud one. Out of all these so far, this is the only one that I swatched and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna perform as well as the others. But that is the Golden State Warriors. And then the last one we have is the Chicago Bulls. And this is the one that has, it only has 2 eyeshadows that have the little asterisk next to them. So I'm guessing they're reds, because reds are always the ones that like to stain. And that last blue color is definitely staining, so I don't know why that one didn't have one next to it. Look, definitely gonna have a blue stain, and my finger is stained blue as well. Okay. So the Chicago Bulls one. Again, they all have the same image on the inside. And that's what this one looks like. I think personally, either this one or the Boston Celtics one is going to be the one that I use the most. I love reds, and this is a very red-ish palette. So the first one is 6 Rings. This is a matte, kind of a cream, but it's more of a pinky cream, like a very, very light baby pink. That's not even showing up on me again. Then, back to back, This is one of those white iridescent colors that looks pink when it hits the light. I'm sure it's supposed to be red to go with the Chicago Bulls colors, but I mean, whenever you get these iridescent ones, they look more pink than red. Is this even focusing? Let me see. Let me try and zoom in a little bit more. Is that a little bit better? Trying to catch that flash. And then there is Chi-Town. This is a matte beigey tan color. That's the first row, very light. In the middle row, these are some fun colors. We have Game 6, which is this metallic red. That's a lot redder than I thought it was going to be. It looked more pink before I swatched it. Very pretty. That's going to be one of my favorites in here, I can already tell. That is one of the ones that has the asterisk. This one, and then I'm Back, which that's a really deep berry, and colors like that always stain. Razzle Dazzle. This is a metallic, kind of like a raspberry color. Then I'm Back. Kind of dry feeling, but it looks very pigmented. We'll see if it sticks to my hand more or finger. It's actually not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. That might not stain. That's the middle row. Oh yeah, the first one and both of the ones that have the asterisk are the ones that stain here. 773. This is a metallic, kind of like gray toned, very cool toned brown with gold sparkles in it. I don't know why this doesn't want to focus now. And that's a cool color too. One they do a lot though, so. Legacy, this one's pretty. This has a matte black base. And I'm trying to see the colors in here. There's silver and red sparkles. And I'm hoping they're coming across on camera. Let's swatch it and see. You can usually see them better in the swatch. Yeah, there we go. Silver and red sparkles, very pretty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this one tomorrow, because I got them too late in the day to do my makeup with any of them today, so. The Shot is the last one, and this is a matte reddish brown. That one's super pigmented. So that is the last row of the Chicago Bulls palette. So these are all, I was surprised that there's some of them that were colors I feel like ColourPop hasn't done a bajillion times before, so that was nice. Because every collection lately I'm like, that's very comparable to this palette. And when you have a bunch of the ColourPop palettes, it's easy to think back to other ones and be like, that looks like that color. But I think my favorites, color story wise, are the Chicago Bulls and the Celtics one, because I love reds and greens personally on my eyes. The Miami Heat one is a very good neutral palette. This is a pretty good fall color palette as well. And then these two have a lot of blues in them, so this one has enough neutrals in it that I'm gonna get use out of it, and then the Mavericks one is very blue, so I hope the swatch video was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you got any of these and what your favorite one is, but I'm actually going to put these two on top because I want to use one of them tomorrow. But hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought of the lighting in this one. I'm trying to get it good for you guys. I'm trying to please everybody here, but it's kind of hard. And I will talk to you next time.